Um, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nnaemeka Onyeka Obiaraeri. I'm discussing on how we can grow the onions value chain in Nigeria, especially the southeast. How we can domesticate production of the very white and red species, crayon species of the onions in the southeast of Nigeria. For most of us who do not understand, the soil in the southeast of Nigeria is very conducive for onions production. We are not talking theory. We've actually done hectares of it in Okigwe and it worked maximally. What we did was a red crayon. And now interestingly, and we've actually mapped out portions of gated properties in some localities in the southeast where we are trying to develop massive Californian F1 red onion and white onion that is very high yielding, that is not GMO, very, very important for production and consumption in the southeast of Nigeria and any part of Nigeria that is willing to help us provide foundation for food security as we enter into the last quarter of 2024 into 2025. For most of you who do not understand, the food belt of Nigeria, the northeast, the northwest, the north central, is under siege by bandits. Even part of the southeast, Nimbo, Enugu State, has always been constantly under siege by marauding bandits. Most of these bandits, we know how they came into Nigeria. Talk about deceive you, and they are not willing and ready to go. And the current security architecture in Nigeria is not doing anything so much to help Nigerians to mitigate the wickedness and atrocities of these bandits. Of course, food insecurity has always been on the rise and it's continuing going to be on the rise, because there is no end in sight to the level of banditry in Nigeria. Farmers are scared to go to farm. And let me tell you, for those of you who are already complaining, food insecurity in Nigeria will continue to heighten until we do the right thing to cut and clear the insecurity in Nigeria. Food inflation will keep on rising high until we provide substitute using unique arrangements that protect the agro value chains and agro farms within those areas that are not prone to the level of banditry that we have in the other parts of Nigeria. The southeast, yes, despite its eating challenges, insecurity here and there, most part of the southeast are relatively safe, and our soil and our topography and everything is good for onions production. I was talking with one of my senior friends, a professor of agriculture in one of the top universities in California, who had done a lot of agro value. He's a 76-year-old man, and he had been supporting us massively. And what are we trying to do here? If you look at the annual onions consumption in Nigeria, it's about 1.4, 1.5 million tons per annum, and it's expected to grow to about 1.7, 1.6 million tons over the next 3-4 years. That is if insecurity is we're able to curb insecurity, which is not yet in sight. So basically, in the southeast of Nigeria, practically most of the onions that come in, most of the vegetables, carrots, tomatoes, pepper, come from the middle belt, from the north, and we need to provide substitute, domestically produced substitute, if we must survive and if we must be able to provide food for our people at relatively priced level. So basically, consumption in the southeast of Nigeria of onions is estimated to be, based on national consumption of about 6.7 kg per capita, about 143 to 147,000 tons, which is about 1.47 million kg, valued at about 73 billion naira. That is the consumption, average of about 3,500 naira per capita per annum. Each person in the southeast, on an average, consumes about 3,500 naira worth of onions every year. So we must provide substitute. And I'm working with that professor, and one of my southeast farms, which I chair, one of our director of operation, of course, we have identified, we are pleaded with Ndibo in diaspora, those at home. If you have any gated environment, provide for us. We'll do borehole with you, co-partner and co-finance with you. We'll develop it under. In fact, the guy went to, I think, somewhere in Anambra State for security purposes. We'll not be mentioning specific localities. Somewhere in Anambra State, and we identified over 28 plots of land that are already gated by the owners. Some of them are medical doctors based in the UK, and they've actually provided borehole in one. And we are going to use the borehole in one of the land to reticulate in other lands. And we are doing, in those 28 plots, we are doing planting of onions and the habanero pepper. And let me tell you what will shock you. The species we are doing, the Californian species, does about 60 tons per hectare. In fact, Some of them, they like the professor, the Igbo guy, the professor in California told me. In fact, in some of their farm, this thing, and some of the ones that they've tested even here in Nigeria, in Enugu State, they can do as much as 104 tons per hectare. You know, and it's something we are doing. And of course, we are going to do it under very scientifically, fully mulched and the drip irrigated arrangement. At least, there's no way we will not get at least 50 to 60 tons per hectare. For those of you who do not understand, 60 tons per hectare simply means 600 bags of 100 kg. 100 kg of dry red pepper in Nigeria today is going for about 60,000 naira for those of you who go to the market. So our plan is, with the secure facility, we are doing 28 plots in those. So if you have any property that is gated, that is first, thank God for Dr. Alex Oti, who has appointed mayors who are thinking straight. In Umuahia North, we are working with High Chief Victor Ikeji, the mayor there. By that Umuahia, we are doing almost about, we have secured about 8 hectares that we are fencing under PPP arrangement. We are doing there, we are doing onions, we are doing habanero pepper, we are doing greenhouse bell pepper. It's fully funded PPP. We have raised a lot of people. See, you need to see this Igwe spirit of Undibo. It's working. You know, it's a PPP. We co-fund. We bring in their money, our monies. Those who provide the land and the properties will also provide their own capital, because you have to put your skin in the teeth. There must be your teeth in the skin, so that we don't have anybody handing over property and going behind to come and steal what we have produced. So massively, you know, our plan is, it's very simple. There's no skyrocket science about this. Our plan is just cultivating 5,750 hectares of onions farm, co-planted or intercrop with either habanero or any of even tatashi, you know, even tomatoes, and in such a very scientific, fully mulched and drip irrigated arrangement. Just 5,700 hectares of land will provide us with enough onions supply in the south. Whether they block River Niger, they block River Benue, they stop trucks in Suleja, who don't care. They can keep their own onions or send it to Benin Republic or to Chad or to Mali. We will produce enough onions in the southeast. And we are also having inroad into the southwest. Some people in the southwest, especially from Ibadan axis, we have a lot of agro parks in Ibadan. We are doing 5 hectares in one place in Ibadan. Another place we are doing about 8 hectares. And it's massive. It's wealth creation involves creative thinking. Like I've always said to people, anybody who can listen, wealth creation involves honest people, skillful people coming together to work together honestly and productively. Wealth without enterprise is what corrupts and what destroys every economy. And we are training agronomists. We are recruiting youth corpers who have bias for agric. In anywhere where we have clusters, we'll get at least 4 or 5 corpers. It's training trainers. We'll bring world-class agronomists from NIHOT, from IITA, from Desengov. They will train them. And when we are finished training them, we'll recruit them. And we're not just going to be paying them salary. We're going to be paying them commission basis so that they will be part owners of what we are doing. Remember the vision, 18,690 greenhouses in open fields that are gated. We will be doing massive. Our plan is to build as God lives, helping us to identify honest partners, not the criminals. We plan to build wholly private sector driven an economy that makes almost about $1 to $2 billion from the agro-value chain. We must provide food security and food self-sufficiency in the southeast of Nigeria, in the southwest and south. Any other Cross River State is buying into it, Akwa Ibom is buying into it, but Abia State is the flagship. The mayors are doing wonderful. You know, they are doing well. And please, share this. If you have any gated land and you can provide borehole, invite us. We will co-finance with you. We will offtake everything that is going to be, because the market is there. Go and look at America. Despite the fact that I thought biggest producers of onions still import over $560 million, $800 million worth of onions. Google this and fact check me. Vietnam, Malaysia, they import onions. We have a ready market here. In fact, we have a market here in Nigeria that will be more certified. We can also do export. The bell pepper market is a $43 billion market. America, despite the fact that I produce a lot of bell pepper, import $2 billion worth. Canada import about $387 million worth. Spain, France, Go and ask. They import massively. And they do well here under greenhouse arrangement. And see, guys, see, we can't wait for this. If you wait for government, we are finished. So they are not buying open grade. Let nobody deceive you. Insecurity will keep on there. But if you have a gated environment, of course, we are not just going to be producing. We are going to be storing, making arrangement for storage and distribution. And we have created an app. I will be sharing that app with us. It's a digital app. We'll back it with logistics, where if you want to buy fresh pepper, fresh onions, fresh cucumber, fresh watermelon, fresh carrot, all you need to do, geomap it. Anywhere we have our farm settlement, you just go there, click, make your order. We will supply it straight to you. We are doing B2C, business to consumption. If you go to the market now, I went to Obiaraeri to go and buy pepper. They put it there, 400 grams, 11,900 naira. That means practically a kg will be about 25,000 naira. But we'll be producing and selling our bear pepper at nothing more than 5,000 naira per kg. The same thing with our onions. If onions in Nigeria is selling for, say, 1,000 naira per kg, we will drop it in our farms for 600 kg, and it's organically produced. We are not using synthetic fertilizer. It's organically produced. So, guys, if you have your fenced and gated environment, provide it for us. We work with you. We'll partner with you. We'll create wealth. We'll create job. Everybody's happy. Wealth creation involves honest people, right thinking people coming together. We can't wait for government. God bless you. Share and let this thing go viral. We will create wealth. We will create value for our people. And God alone will be glorified. Thank you and God bless.